Hey there, I'm Animesh, you're watching Everything Techie, and in this video I'll be going through fast charging. It is one of the most misunderstood and misused term in smartphone things. So let's get right into the video. Now, to understand what and how fast charging works, first of all we need to understand how a regular charging works. So this is your adapter and this is your smartphone. When you plug in the smartphone into the charger or the adapter using the cable, a handshake is initiated. What is a handshake? Let me explain. Handshake is that the charger or the adapter sends a signal or says, "Hey, are you there?" Now the smartphone replies, "Yes, I am there." "How much output do you want me to send you?" the adapter asks, and the smartphone tells that. Now see this. What am I doing? I'm filling a glass of water. Now basically what I do is, when the glass is empty, I just pour water more, and when it is about to fill up, I just slow down the speed. So what I'm trying to explain here is the same is with the battery. So the first 20% and the last 20%, the time taken to charge the first 0 to 20% of your battery will be way lower than the time taken to charge the last 20%, 80 to 100% of the battery. Why? Just to prevent overflow. Now if I overflow the glass of water, the water will flow over my hand or wherever the glass is being placed. But in case of battery, there is no water, there is current, and if it overflows, that is problematic. So to prevent that happening, this is done. The first 50% is charged rapidly. I mean, how, we will talk about that later, but first understand that the first 50% is charged rapidly and the last 50% is comparatively slow. So with that out of the way, how charging works and why it takes more time to charge the battery to the full than half, I mean, you got that right. If you use fast charger with a smartphone which does not support fast charging, it will not damage it or it will not do anything. Remember handshake, I told you in the first place. Handshake happens, and after the handshake is the voltage or the output from the adapter is decided. I mean, just look at the time. It takes a split second to register starting to charge in your device. It is not instantaneous. It takes a second or two to show your device is charging. Now you might see these two ratings, voltage and amperage rating, on the adapter. So you can usually see 5 volts 2 amps or 5 volt 1 amps charging adapter. So what does that mean? Well, voltage is the amount of push required to push the current or the ampere to one place to another. So that is voltage, and amperage is the current. Charging speeds are measured in watts. What is watts? It is work done. It is voltage into amperage. So a 5 volt 2 amp charger will output 10 watt of charging. I don't know if this catches the wind, but this is what I have right now, so please bear with me. So a 10 watt charging is the standard. Anything above that is fast charging. So we can either increase voltage to increase wattage, or we can either increase amperage to increase wattage. Now most of the fast charging solutions do the first thing in increasing voltage. What does that mean? Let me explain, and how it is better or worse. So the first thing, increasing voltage. By increasing voltage, we also increase the heat generation. Now remember, the voltage is converted in two places. First, in the adapter. The wall socket that we connect our wall adapters to in India is 220 volts, and it converts that into 5 volts and or anything like that. The 5 volts for the regular 10 watt charging, 10 watt 5 watt charging, 9 volts for the 18 watt charging, 12 volts for somewhat, you get the idea, right? So it converts 220 volts into 5 volts. Then after that, when it gets to the smartphone, it converts that 5 volts into 3.7 volts. So there are two places of conversion in regular charging or charging when voltage is increased. So heat generation is more, the loss of energy is more. However, these charging solutions like Qualcomm Quick Charge, the Motorola Turbo Charger, and the Samsung Adaptive Fast Charging, that those are basically Quick Charge 3.0 and 4, not 4.0 really, but Quick Charge standards. These are Quick Charge standards developed by Qualcomm. Now, to enable Quick Charge, the smartphone manufacturers need to pay a licensing fee to Qualcomm. This is why you don't really see many fast charging smartphones in the budget segment. It's just a cost cutting measure. So to enable that, they need to give the licensing fees to Qualcomm. Easy and better implementation, and the universal factor of it makes it better. Like, you don't need a proprietary cable, and you don't need a separate cable. I mean, like, only this cable will work with Quick Charge, and if you use any other cable with the same adapter, it won't work. That is not the case. So this is the benefit of having a universal standard and or fast charging by increasing the voltage. Now the second time, or the second route we can go to fast charge is by increasing amperage or the current, like dash charge, VOOC charging, and the other charging solutions like Huawei Supercharge. I guess it also increases amperage rather than the voltage. So these technologies don't need voltage conversion, I mean high voltage conversions, like it don't need 220 volts to a 9 volts, from 9 volts to 3.7 volts. I mean, that conversion is not necessary here. So but one disadvantage here is, like dash charging, it will only work with the proprietary cable, the thick one, which is included in the box, or you will have to buy the official cables for it to work, and the chargers are a bit chunky, and all the conversion is done within the adapter itself, so it runs cooler than the Qualcomm Quick Charge counterparts, and it is usually faster than those because it runs hot, and due to the heat they'll have to decrease the charging speed. So these are the fast charging standards, and this is how it works, and I hope I was able to make you understand that, and you learn something from this video. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, I mean, I'm sweating. If you like my efforts, even mildly, give this video a huge thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you want to see more in this video or in this channel, not in this video, the video is done. And subscribe, hit the bell icon. I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, take care and have a nice day.